In this video, I'll be talking about certain harsh but honest advice to freelancing programmers, the programmers that are about to enter the freelancing business. This is specifically targeted at freelancers on the computer side, on the website, or anything related to programming because that's the only field I know. But there are other fields also, like many documentation and all. This video will not apply to any of them because I absolutely have no idea about them. So this is the first thing. Then I'll be talking about my own journey through this, because I developed certain methods also and I have survived also, so maybe it helps you also. And some of these collections have been from internet also, because I have read what others have said. It might be helpful. So let me first of all put everything point by point. So this is the topic of my discussion. The first thing that you are going to face is that it is very difficult to hunt for customers. Getting new customers is a very difficult task because nobody knows you. You are standing in the market. Nobody knows what you can do, what your capabilities are. Nothing is written on your face. So, this is one obvious difficult task that you are going to face. You have to hunt each day, just like a wild animal in a forest. You have to find new customers every day to survive. So this is going to be one difficult task, and in the end I'll tell you how to overcome this problem. I do have certain suggestions for this one. Then the problem in this side that you're going to face is of competition, because if you register yourself on a certain website, on a freelancing offering website, then on that side there you will find a number of programmers, a lot of competition, a lot of people who are relatively newer also, and they are ready to offer their services for free because they are ready to offer their services for very low cost also. And some of them could be more talented than you also, because age has nothing to do with talent. So those competition is a real problem. Then there will be people who have a good looking website, who can impress customers. Maybe they do not have that much metal, but their looks, everything is more impressive. So this sort of competition is a real problem. When you go to fetch a project, you will always find that somebody else has already captured it. So this is one, competition is one thing, then budget is another thing, because to hunt for new customers, to look for new customers, you will need some marketing budget, some social media effort. So this all effort is costly. On social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, it requires a lot of input, maybe some supplementary staff is needed, and as a freelancer it's obviously very difficult to get a staff for you. The budget is one problem that you will always face. With this, let me come to the second problem that we do face, the problem of pricing and payments. We as freelancers never know what price to charge for our project. Some projects they take less effort but they are otherwise costly. Some projects they take a lot of effort. We do not know, we cannot face read our customers to settle the pricing. So this is one real problem that I always faced. I never knew at what cost to price my projects. Some costly projects I gave at very low cost, whereas for some simple done projects I charged a large amount. But both these things have their own problems. If you charge a customer too heavy, the customer is never going to return. If you are going to charge a customer too low, then you might be doing injustice to yourself. And another thing is about payments. Your customers may not pay you at all. Your customers may not pay you at all. They might start finding faults in your work. It is very common for customers to avoid payments. So You, if you do some work for them, they will take away the everything, but will not keep to their promises. They simply run away, they simply stop answering your calls. So this is one very big problem. In fact, this is the main thing that actually caused me to move away from the way freelancing is done by people. I found out my own method, and to this day I've survived. I'll come to the end as soon as maybe it that will help you out on that journey. So let's move to the next part. Then you have a difficulty of working hours. As a freelancer, you're doing everything. As others have told on YouTube, you are doing everything from marketing, from sales to even raising invoices, thinking of taxes, and even reading through the government rules on taxation and other things. All that has to be done by you because you cannot afford to get the services of others when you are, especially when you are beginning. So there is a lot of workload on you, busy schedule, timing for family, timing for yourself. There is a lot of confusion on this part. So this also is one of the pitfalls of freelancing when you do. So this is one thing that we all face. Let me now come to the next part. The next part, the next difficulty that we all face is that big projects are nearly impossible to get for a one man team. One person team will never be able to get big projects. The very obvious reason is that big companies, they will not be able to trust you. Even if you are a great person, if you are a great developer, do not expect that Microsoft or Google will come to you, or even smaller level companies having certain standing in the market, they will not come to you. Why? Because they want the stability of their product. You do some work for them and tomorrow you disappear, you say I am not doing anything. Who is going to trust you? So the big companies, they want to give projects only to companies that have some standing, that will be available for the next 5 years. A freelancer can disappear anytime from the market, and what will a big company do? So this is one problem that as a freelancer you face, that you should forget about getting big projects as a one person team. Nobody will trust. Will you ever trust somebody if you do not know if that person is going to be available? We always go for branded products where customer service is available. We buy laptops only of the companies that have standing. So all this is very real. Let's now come to the strategy that we can adopt. This might help you because there is not the road doesn't end with problems. The solutions have to be found out. So first of all, I suggest that you keep getting customers, that don't shy away but look for ideas that they give. Some of these ideas, they can be reused to create your own products, the products that can be rented out. Don't give away your product by giving the source code away. You should always look for ideas that you get. Sometimes very simple ideas, they can be a lifelong bread earning cash cow. There is always a gap in the market. If somebody is coming to you, then it is very probable that the person was facing some problem, the person was trying to find some solution, and that is very clear that there are others like him who will be finding that solution, who will be looking for that solution. So the road doesn't end you should keep your eyes open for new ideas that can be reused. The ideas will always be available. I'm not going to give any example, but you can look around. Maybe some hospital comes to you, a small nursing home comes to you. The person says that he wants to get a software that can store the pictures of x-rays and everything. Now don't think of this as a single end. There are other nursing homes who will be looking for that. If somebody has paid you, let us say $50 for the work you have done, maybe this $50 is so small an amount, but if you see this $50, this product is given at an annual rent of even let us say $10 to one hospital, and you start giving it to other hospitals in your area. This opens up a good possibility. This is practically what I have actually found very useful in my case. I can't give any specific example beyond this, but this really works. Then look for customers that can hire you for years. Sometimes you get a customer who has given you a software, he wants you to write a software for them. Then the same customer, it's very possible that he can sometimes hire you for years. You will keep working from your home only, at your own leisure, at your own time, but the customer has built a rapport with you. The customer knows that you are not of a kind who will visit an office, so such customers also come by. So what I'm saying is that freelancing directly, so this is the end of my video that I was trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is that freelancing as such may not be a uh, very profitable thing, but it can lead you to paths that can help you lead a good life. At least I have seen these things work for my case. I abandoned all these that I have listed here. I abandoned all these. I faced all these problems. I faced this problem and spent hours thinking, brooding. Then I faced this problem also, this also. Working hours, of course. Big companies didn't trust me, but I got some ideas and I was able to maintain a life around them. So, what I'll say is the road doesn't end at a particular point. We do have something out of this. It is possible. So, I'll close it right now. Thank you.